that we're here with Courtenay Turner. Courtenay, where were you? Come on, keep telling us. Keep telling. You're giving us a Tavistock 101 today, and I love it. I want to hear more.
So I was saying how when I was talking about this a few weeks ago, maybe it was a month ago, but it's actually on my channel, going to be on my channel today, this interview. And he had done all this research on the Tavistock Gender Clinic, which I do think kind of brought awareness. And I'm kind of glad it did, because a lot of people had never heard of Tavistock before. But he was shocked when, I said it was a propaganda bureau. And he said, wait, so the gender clinic is a propaganda bureau? I'm like, no, no, no. It literally was a propaganda bureau. That's literally what it was created to do. And this was kind of a shocking revelation. But it is true. Back in 1914, it was known as the Wellington House. Now, the Wellington House was also known as the British War Propaganda Bureau. Literally, that's what it was. And it was created because Germany had a propaganda bureau. So don't they typically do this under the guise of defense, right? It's like that they have super soldiers. We must create super soldiers. It's just so we can be ahead of them and we can defend ourselves. Really, the big D just means they have a carte blanche Black Ops budget to do as they wish covertly, without anybody knowing or being able to stop them. And so they created this British War Propaganda Bureau, and it was operating out of the Wellington House, which was a building on Buckingham Gate in London, which headquarters were the National Insurance Commission before the war. The Bureau, which operated under supervision of Foreign Office, was mainly directed at foreign targets, including Allied nations, neutral countries, and especially until 1917, the United States. So the primary initiative was to garner acquiescence from the British and the American populace to engage in World War I. And so, of course, they needed to persuade Wilson, who ran on the campaign, that he would not engage in war. But of course, that is exactly what he did. And so they needed to oversee him to help him with the propaganda necessary to assuage the public that this was a fabulous idea. And so they had appointed a Creel Commission. George Creel was the head of this, and he appointed Edward Bernays, who is, of course, the double nephew of Sigmund Freud. And his great nephew is known as the founder of today's modern propaganda machine, also known as Netflix. And he and Walter yep, they keep it in the family, don't they? So he and and Walter Lippmann were in charge of this Creel Commission, which was helming this propaganda initiative to engage us in the First World